por todo lo que pasa.
Bien, ¿y cómo está Mine?
El doctor acaba de irse, señora. Dijo que está bien por ahora, está recostada.
Perfecto. Mira, no puedes salir de casa, ¿oíste?
Entiendo, señora Sadaka.
Ya les dijiste mis órdenes a los demás.
Así es, señora. Ya tomaron medidas.
No quiero ningún error.
No se preocupe. ¿Con quién estamos hablando?
¿Con quién más? Le pregunté a los hombres sobre mi vida. Estamos sentados sobre una bomba y tú estás muy tranquilo. Ay, no tienes miedo.
Algo pienso. Volver a cometer el mismo error que hago cualquier gente que amo. Eres un cuate. Ya cometí ese error muchas veces. Quería una, quería la siguiente y al final, ¿qué fue lo que pasó? Perdí a María. Podría ya no puedo cambiar el pasado. Pero estoy harto, cansado y agotado por todas las cargas que pasan en la apuesta. Con eso, perder a alguien. Espero que eso lo puedas comprender. Mira, yo ya te dije que la amo, madre. Hoy te lo dije y no pienso ocultarlo más. Y cueste lo que cueste, no la pienso perder. Así que los hombres se me encuentran.
Que descanses, hija. Ah, ¿cómo se encuentra tu novia?
Bien.
Me alegro. Voy a ir a comer algo. Quiero prepararle algo a Artemis. No sé, ¿te gustaría acompañarnos a cenar?
¿A cenar? Sí, claro.
Bien. Anda.
Oye,
Sahid, pero esto es un hotel. Se supone que debes pasar la puerta de tu casa, no la de un hotel.
extrañas mi mansión, ¿verdad?
No,
Bueno, pues
solo
vamos.
estaba bromeando.
Anda.
No la extraño, no
Ah,
sé
sí.
cómo regresa.
Hay que entrar.
Adelántate, iré después.
Está bien. No puedo creerlo. Qué bien se ve la mesa. ¿Y qué vamos a cenar?
No voy a decirte.
¡Deprisa, mamá! ¡Me estoy muriendo de hambre, sí!
Lo sé, mi amor, ya voy en camino.
¿Qué es lo que preparaste?
Es una sorpresa. Deberás esperar. Hice una rica sopa de tomate para los que de la mansión.
Haré lo sé.
Papá, ¿ya viste? Mamá me acaba de llamar por primera vez, hija.
Tus dos hijas de la mansión te desean Denis para que no se confundieran. Y claro, me encanta el nombre Denis para mi hija. Pero ahora, sé que los hijos son muy valiosos. Está bien, come tu sopa. Eso es. Bueno, dime qué tal sabe.
Maravilloso.
Pues buen provecho.
Qué bueno que no nos fuimos, ¿verdad? Qué bueno que papá nos recogió en el aeropuerto. Te habría extrañado mucho. Tú me habrías extrañado
¿Sí te gustó?
Sí, mucho.
Edme. Amor, ¿y si la bruja de Nara engañó a nuestro hijo y bueno, lo convenció de escaparse?
Ojalá no tendré problemas conmigo.
So this is what has been going on in Canada, specifically around on the Ontario region, northern Ontario. Massive wildfires. I think it's been going on for the past couple of days. It's pretty crazy. I can imagine how many acres those wildfires have taken. On top of that, we have experienced some haze in the skies, and also the smell of that wildfire covering pretty much all in the city of New York, and also the other parts of the Northeast, even going down as far as the Carolinas, I believe, the Midwest region. So it shows here that there have been 148 fires forcing evacuations, and this is a really scary footage here from Seoul Mama Kwa. This is a train surrounded by fire, surrounded by the wildfires and covered in that smoke and all the debris coming from the wildfires and the trees. It's a scary sight. I'm surprised that the train has not, well, that they hadn't gotten a chance to move that train through and just gone for it. Oh, that's another train moving in? I didn't see this. Wow, look at that. That train, there's another train with cargo moving right beside the other train that's stalled. That's insane. But it reminisces of the other year where there was a huge fire in Canada that had turned New York into like an orange. Oh, New York City skyline turns orange due to the Canada wildfires. Actually, this was yesterday. And you can see the haze. But for some reason, yeah. Oh gosh, that's funny. Why are people dumb sometimes? This guy says, I guess you are in a different New York City than I am. That is my current view. The sun. To be quite honest, people do anything for clout and views. So These are not from this year. These are from 2023.
¿Quieres saber si estoy lista para lo que viene después? No lo sé.
Dicho vale.
Love it.
Ojalá tocarte no fuera algo tan difícil.
¿Alguna vez algo ha sido fácil?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, if those fires were to get worse to how it was back in 2023, then yeah, then New York City would look like that again, and would definitely be smelling more of that smoke. So I don't know how bad it's gonna be, but yeah, that's what's been happening.
Sé que también te lastimé.
See what else has been happening.
Porque arrastré a una mujer que no quería casarse. Por el camino del matrimonio y luego me casé con él.
The US and UK announced joint plan to support cross-border tokenized assets and crypto stablecoins.
Tenías miedo de obligarme. Claro que lo comprendí después.
That is a huge deal.
Esta mansión con novios, hija.
We've been hearing about
¿Quieres que te diga?
tokenization, how things are going to be tokenized
Sucedió exactamente
pretty soon. We're talking about things like assets,
¿Qué dices?
la primera vez que te vi.
commodities, stocks, ETFs, all of that stuff.
Y algo comenzó. Entendía, pero a la vez
Tokenized
no sabía
and even traded 24/7.
Solo sabía que sentía algo.
This guy is saying here the headline is huge. The real win here isn't just the announcement, but the specific interoperability standards they set between the US and the UK. If they get the compliance framework right without stifling innovation, it changes everything from on-chain finance.
Good night. Okay?
Claro, sí.
Uno al lado del otro, sí.
4 hours ago,
El camino ya no me da miedo.
¿Y qué es lo que se trata de miedo?
seems like the US House just passed the Save America Act attached to must-pass national security legislation.
Veamos qué es lo que
MAGA Mike delivered voter ID and proof of citizenship moving forward.
Somos más valientes.
solo necesitamos tiempo.
Está bien.
The vote was in 217 to 209. Also, the fight over daylight savings time is heating up after the House passed President Trump's bill to stop Americans from changing their clocks twice a year. Supporters say permanent daylight savings time would end disrupted schedules, give families more evening sunlight, and boost businesses across multiple industries. But airlines are warning the change could ripple through aviation, impacting sunrise times, passenger schedules, crew and aircraft positioning, and coordination with global flight networks. Sleep experts are also pushing back, arguing permanent standard time is healthier than permanent daylight saving time because it better lines up with the body's natural clock.
Que descanses.
Do you guys actually agree with that? Because quite frankly, when we turn back the clocks 1 hour,
Entonces no le cerraré.
we gain an extra hour of sleep, and then we push the time forward, we lose an hour of sleep. So what is better? I think we should just keep it the way it is right now, currently. Because that way it means that we would have more daytime. By the time it's fall or winter, you'll still be getting sunsets of probably, I don't know, maybe 5:36. But then we would probably have a dark morning. So, I don't know. Yo, Fishy, what's going on? You barely woke up. What do you mean you barely woke up? Were you just taking a nap? How's everything? Speaking of sleep, I need to fix my sleep schedule. It's official. 3 hours ago, the White House posted the brand new Trump coin. They're officially minting the gold Trump coin. This is how it looks like. It's official. Set to be releasing soon. Maybe within the next year. But it says here that as America commemorates 250 years of independence, the U.S. Mint will begin striking this new $1 gold coin to honor the enduring legacy of liberty and lasting symbol of patriotism. Featuring President Trump, it celebrates the strength of American values and the promise of a nation dedicated to preserving freedom for all. So imagine that. First you got the plug of the penny. Who knows, maybe the nickel's next. We're living crazy times right now. You worked all night and got off this morning around 8 in the morning. Damn. So that's how many hours? How many hours of work? Yes, sir. We're just going through x.com right now and looking at current events, anything that's been going on today, July 15, 2026. This is the Lion's Den live stream, and thank you for joining this live stream with me, LionOfAllTradez. Just to give you a heads up that everything and anything said in this stream is strictly in my opinion and everybody else's opinion on the chat. And that you do your own research, because this is not financial advice. 24 hours, my dude, you need all the sleep you can get so you can feel refreshed the next day. Oh, did you hear that song? That AI song is crazy. I'm gonna play it again. Again, we have that massive wildfire in Ontario, north of Ontario. And this is the radar that was shown yesterday, and I don't know if it's going to continue, but yeah, it seems like it's been pretty nasty so far. And I've even left work today smelling the odor of those wildfires. Not as strong as back then and 3 years ago, but yeah, I'm just wondering what is going on exactly. Damn, looks like Hoboken, New Jersey is deploying sidewalk robots. Robots that will be traveling the sidewalks to collect data to make sure all of the sidewalks are accessible. Oh, collecting data, you say. Interesting. If you guys haven't heard, Fishy just announced that Trump is supposed to announce something huge. And that's with a U, not an H, as in huge, meaning bigger than huge. And we'll find out what that is. Mañana, I don't know if it's tomorrow morning, Fishy, or sometime in the middle of the day, or in the evening. We'll eventually look into that later. But I do know that there was also something else going on. I think today, was it today? There was supposed to be some type of a hearing. Was it a hearing, or let's see. Kevin Walsh speech. Unless it passed already. Let me see. Wednesday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, the new federal chair, Kevin Walsh's testimony, and does he have another one here tomorrow? Let's see. No, just a couple of people from the Fed speaking. Let's see. Yeah, nothing actually going on Friday, but it seems like there's a lot going on for tomorrow. Philly Fed employment, Philly Fed new orders, prices paid, control group, autos, business conditions, Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index, continuing jobless claims, initial jobless claims, the 4-week average, New York Fed services activity index, retail sales month over month, year over year, pending home sales, the 4-week, 8-week bill auction, 15-year, 30-year mortgage rate, Fed Logan speech, Fed balance sheet, Fed Jefferson speech, 3-month bill auction. That's all that's happening tomorrow. Live 52-week bill auction, prior 1.1583%. Let's see, not sure. I'm assuming it's about aliens, or it could be the new Trump coin. I mean, if it was announced already, then it's no surprise. I don't think he would necessarily have to announce the coin, unless I'm wrong and he actually does that. He does do that. But yeah, I looked into this the other day, and I did not know that that Uber Eats joined GameStop to deliver video games, collectibles, and electronics to customers nationwide. Let me read this here by Greg is Kitty on Twitter. Spoiler, GameStop isn't planning to deliver just video games, collectibles, and electronics. The eBay acquisition by GME will enable it to serve a massive customer base with all types of goods and products. With an Uber partnership for distribution directly to customers, GameStop can use its stores for rapid fulfillment and offer near immediate same-day delivery. If you close your eyes, you can see it. A competitor to Amazon indeed. How would that actually sound? I'm actually quite surprised that is the case. And this was from the Uber investor website. Here we can actually read, and this was released today, July 15, 2026. Here, titled GameStop joins Uber Eats to deliver video games, collectibles, and electronics to customers nationwide. The partnership brings one of the world's top gaming retailers to Uber Eats, giving customers on-demand access to games, consoles, accessories, and more. Uber Technologies and GameStop today announced a new partnership that brings one of the largest gaming retailers to the Uber Eats marketplace. Customers can now order video games, gaming consoles, accessories, collectibles, and more from GameStop locations nationwide on Uber Eats for scheduled or on-demand delivery. GameStop is the latest retailer to join Uber Eats' rapidly growing marketplace, which now features thousands of storefronts across categories including grocery, convenience, beauty, home improvement, office supplies, pet supplies, electronics, and more. As consumers increasingly turn to Uber Eats for more than meals, the company continues expanding its retail selection to make it easier to get everything they need and want with the tap of a button. Quote unquote, whether they are replacing a controller before game night, picking up the latest game release on launch day, or grabbing a last-minute gift, consumers increasingly expect gaming essentials and collectibles to be available on demand, said Hashim Amin, head of grocery and retail for Uber in North America. Quote, adding GameStop to Uber Eats strengthens our growing gaming and electronics selection, giving customers access to another trusted retailer they can shop with the speed and convenience they know from Uber. So we take a look at what's happened to GME. We have an interesting chart here on display, and remember, it seems like this level has been playing out for some time as support since June 26. You can see here on the chart. Let me see. There's a lot going on here on this chart. I can't even remember. This is crazy. This is going back in time. Okay. This chart is wild. Look at that. Let's see. So we're definitely out of this range for sure. And it seems like since May 11th of this year, all the way till July 13th, a few days ago, we've been ranging. We've been seeing GME range bouncing from 22 to 23 and 50, back down again, even as low as 21. So we have 21 down here. It hit 21, actually 2095. As a matter of fact, even as low as 2086 back in June 23rd of this year, and holding support just above 21. And now we have this taking place on the 4-hour chart. And even though the RSI kind of seems like it's either trying to curl right back up or start the process to pull back again below neutral level and into oversold territory. So there's those two scenarios currently as I'm seeing the 4-hour chart. And whoever that is, thank you for those hearts. I just saw those hearts. I love you too. It's been a minute since I've seen those hearts. But as you can see with this ribbon, you see, I knew it. I knew it. Welcome back, Azali Zen, to the Lion's Den. Queen of the Lion's Den has arrived. Roar. Gary. Wow, Gary too. Welcome back. It's good to see you guys. I might sound a little hoarse. I might sound a little groggy and tired. But don't mind me. I'm just here doing my thing. And I hope everyone is doing well, healthy above every single thing in life, just like Eli says. Shout out to Eli, the people's guy. And just viewing this chart on the 4-hour for GME, and if you guys are just tuning in right now, we have been going over this breaking news for today that GameStop has joined Uber Eats to deliver video games, collectibles, and electronics to customers nationwide. So, again, the partnership brings one of the world's top gaming retailers to Uber Eats, giving customers on-demand access to games, consoles, accessories, and more. So they had announced a new partnership, bringing one of the largest gaming retailers to the Uber Eats marketplace. Customers can now order video games, gaming consoles, accessories, collectibles, and more from GameStop locations nationwide on Uber Eats for scheduled or on-demand delivery. That's the breaking news. Right now, I'm surprised that there wasn't any type of reaction to that. I'm here looking at the 1-hour now, and for some reason, I mean, this looks pretty decent. What you guys think? Even though GameStop slightly closed below 1% at a price of $22.26. It is up just slightly at $22.32 overnight. And what I just noticed, everyone, TradingView has now implemented overnight trading. Not as to say overnight trading, but to retrieve data from overnight trading sessions to show what the price is during overnight trading session or the 24-hour market, so you can see where the price is currently for example, GME. And as you can tell, next to the ticker symbols, there is a purple dot. And it says here, overnight via boats. So if you guys caught that, now you know that TradingView is using boats to be able to show on the chart where the price is during overnight hours. But as I was trying to show you here on the hourly chart, how this level here at 2170, 2150 to 2170, somewhere around there, within that range. I want to say 2150 as one of those levels of support. Retested a few times. Here it's done it recently this month, and now we're seeing what it looks like an upward channel, in my opinion. So if we can actually measure that right now, it would look something like this. Probably gonna have to move this up a little bit more, if that makes sense. And just move this down a little bit there. It doesn't really have to make a whole bunch of sense right now, but it can, you know, it pretty much gives you an idea of what GME is attempting to do, especially on the hourly. Maybe if we look into the other time frames, for example, on the 4-hour, like we saw, you see it play it out a little bit, and how it's actually holding at 22. Well, as long as it's over 22 and it holds, I mean that's good enough. And it would need to stay above that level for the remainder of the week, and perhaps create another leg up to once again attempt to cross above 2250. So that would have to be the potential price target for GME before this week is over, to break over. Once GME can potentially fulfill that and break over 2250, then it's game on for GameStop. And especially with the news that just broke out today with the partnership with Uber Eats, I'm somewhat content, but not as excited. But it's cool, you know? So yeah, it's nice. You can't really count on hope for this, but if played right, then yeah, then we can probably see more upside, especially with GME trading within this upper channel. Probably adjust it a little bit more here. So if this plays out, then you could see a guaranteed push up back over 2250 and so on. Then we could probably see more upside next week, if God permits, so that maybe it could fulfill that price target of $23 a share, just like Fishy has been mentioning here recently on chat. Gary, I hope you sleep well. Thank you for hopping in. And hopefully everything is good with you. And you're taking good care of yourself. And that you're making your monies in your plays. I appreciate you. Much love to you, Gary. Harmonized cacophony. Cacophony. What on earth is that name all about now? You and your 100 and some different names that I always wondered how you come up with those names and what creative mind you just I don't know, man. I just think that it's just intriguing that you come up with all these names ever since the first day I met you. I love it. We take a look at the 5-minute chart. I am amused for sure. And in the way that this looks right now. So, yeah, I think the 5-minute chart for GME is kind of solidifying that prediction there. Harmonizing with my prediction. And perhaps getting that potential push up back over 2250. Where if it breaks over 2250 before the end of this week, then we could end up in the green next week for a potential push to $23 a share. Eric, what is good, my boy? What are you doing? How you doing, hermano? Welcome back to the Lion's Den. Sorry if I sound tired, bro. But I hope everything is good. Hope you guys are safe and sound, healthy above everything in this life, my pair. How do you do? Are you a Kimba lion? I am a Simba lion. But you know what? I need to look that up now. A Kimba lion. Welcome into the stream. Agotico. If that's how you say the name. Kimba lion. Whoa. That is interesting, dude. Hold on, I actually wanna search this up right now. That is quite interesting. Let's see. Check this out, guys. The debate over whether The Lion King 1994 plagiarized Osamu Tezuka's 1960s anime Kimba the White Lion, known in Japan as Jungle Emperor, is one of the biggest controversies in animation history. While Disney has long claimed that The Lion King is an original story, the similarities between the two properties are striking. You guys seen that? Look at that. Original Lion King writer and director address Kimba controversy 25 years later. Well, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 32 years later, and still wondering if they're actually hiding the fact that they had indeed plagiarized from Tetsuka's Kimba. But that is actually quite interesting. I've never known about this. I've never known about this at all. It says both stories center on an African lion cub who loses his father at a young age, is guided by a wise baboon and a chatty bird, and returns to reclaim his kingdom. Furthermore, both feature an evil lion villain with a facial scar, Claw in Kimba, and Scar in The Lion King, who uses hyenas as henchmen. Wow. That is crazy. I am definitely, I guess I want to say yes. I guess I am a Kimba. You don't see the similarities? I don't know. Whale alert? Wait, who's the whale? I mean, I feel like if I were to actually search it up on YouTube, I wouldn't want to like get copyright strike for playing the video. Seems like they had an opening here. Let's see. Who lives down in deepest, darkest Africa? Who's the one who brought the jungle fame? Oh, those are the hyenas? He's getting chased by the hyenas right now? Or that's an antelope. When we get in trouble, we are in a fight. Who's the one who just won't turn and run? Who believes in doing good and doing right? Kimba, the white lion, is the one. Interesting. I mean, yeah, I guess it's not really similar, but if the stories that were written are strikingly similar, then yeah, there might be something along where it could have been plagiarized, who knows. But yo, how is everything going on? What's going on with you, Eric? Fishy, Zully, let me know. How has trading been for you guys this week? It's been a very crazy week in the markets, and I don't know if you guys noticed, besides the fact that we had just went over GameStop and the breaking news of the partnership with Uber Eats, I wonder if that now is going to raise a lot of I wonder if that's going to actually raise a lot of interest from institutions, and if that's going to actually bring a lot more volume to where then you would see GameStop reach those levels as mentioned earlier, $22.50, $23, probably over that. I can say that the options chain, let's see, the options statistics is showing that the total volume is indeed a lot higher than it was today for puts in comparison, with a volume of 72.10 thousand in calls compared to 12.34k in puts, putting on top the most volume in the $23 strike calls for 13.06k, and the $22.50 strike calls at 8.57k in volume. So if we look at the open interest, it's definitely high at 23,399 with a volume of 7,035. But if we go more further out in expiration, like August 21st, we do see that we have a huge amount of open interest for the $25 strike calls, with 11,342 and volume of 858. But there is higher volume for the $23 strike calls at almost 1,000. That's again for the August 21st expiration date. If we go further, let's say January 15th, we have a whopping 41,466 open interest for the $25 strike calls with a volume of 356, and the asking price is $2 per contract, so that's $200 each. With the $23 strike here costing as high as $2.72 per contract, that's $272. Yeah, that's interesting. Which of course it makes sense to always play it safer when doing options, and not going so balls deep into closer to in the money contracts, because it is in fact risky. But if played correctly by following the trend, then yes, then absolutely. Then for example, from what was shown on the chart, you would figure, well, since it's actually looking to recover and perhaps go back to the upside and retest to 2250, then that would cause for potential plays for the $22.50 calls. So that would be, for example, let's see. Well, for the August 21st expiration date, there's no $22.50 strike calls. But if you go into the weeklies, then yeah, you definitely will see that they're available to buy. Of course, with your decision, and it's not financial advice. This is just for educational purposes and research purposes. But this is the data that they're showing on Webull on the options chain. So if you were to scalp or swing, going out further expiration dates where there is slightly more volume for those $22.50 calls, as they are playing the swing, in my opinion. But there's always a chance that that could not play out. Therefore, if confirmed, if it actually indeed starts breaking over, let's say 22.35, within that range, and then the trend looks healthy enough, then yeah, then you would then go for the swing and play to the upside over 22.50. But remember, as usual, always check in with the indices or the indexes, the market overall, to see what movements are being made, what moves are being made, if it's going up or down. So that's just an example. All right. Oh yes, right. So that was the best call out that you have done so far, because Bitcoin ended up pushing back up very quickly in a short amount of time since Monday, at a price of just below 62,000 to as high as 65,559 from earlier this afternoon. So what that caused to happen was, for the minor stocks, let's just check out real quick, find coin. Let's see, I do see that CleanSpark has trended up similarly to Bitcoin, from $12 to $14. We have Hut 8 Corporation also looking like it's wanting to break to the upside. We'll take a look at Mara real quick. Let's see what Mara has been doing. It looks like there's a bit of consolidation going on, as there has been there's been some ranging going on. Let's check out Coin. Yes, so from that moment, Monday, July 13, in the afternoon, it was at 154.02. Coinbase then trended up following Bitcoin's trend, and reaching as high as 168.49. So imagine that. So from 155, or actually 154, to 168, actually 154 to 168 on the high, July 15 today at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my time, Eastern time. And so depending on what we'll check right now. If we go back to the trading floor, Fishy mentioned here at 9:09 in the morning today, Coinbase $200 strike calls for next week's expiration on July 24th, 2026. $200 calls, $200 strike calls. So if we take a look at the options statistics for the calls, the total volume was at 74.57K compared to puts total volume of 30.70K. So a lot of people have betted on calls being bullish, especially the $170 strike with 10.73K in volume, and the $200 strike calls with a 9.56K volume. So then we look at the 24th of July expiration date. Let me go ahead and pull up the other strikes. Give me 1 second here. Let's do all. There you go. So for the $200 strike calls, it actually went up. It was up 23%. So if we view that on the chart, let's get rid of this window. Put one window here. So we're talking about on Monday, was it? No, actually, as a matter of fact, today, these $200 strike call contracts opened, let's see, hold on. So they opened at 92 cents per contract and then dropped all the way down to as low as 43 cents per contract. Then from there bouncing, where contracts were a lot cheaper, around 43 cents to 50 cents during this consolidation, it was in fact a good buying opportunity. And as Bitcoin and Coinbase started to trend up, back up again, and you see the value of those contracts rise even higher, reaching as high as 90 cents per contract. So that is not even, that's more than a 30% gain in contracts. So that's a very nice find for sure. Yeah, Zelly's right. Definitely a nice find. And again, those types of plays are only for a momentarily those are usually momentarily played for a short time, just for a swing, just to scalp a good amount for those $200 calls. And it's crazy because even though it's a $200 strike call, a move such as that can make a slight difference and make you a good amount of profit. So fishy, congratulations if you got in, of course, and for taking up on the challenge to play that call and making those gains. So salute to you, brother. Well, I haven't seen Michael in a long time. Could rebound? You saying could Simple asking, or your opinion is that Simple could rebound with profits of 42 cents and raise outlook like Friday? That one insider bought at $12.39, 80,000 shares. The U.S. started another strike on Iran this afternoon at 3 o'clock p.m. Let's see. The Simply Good Foods Company. Shocking. Ooh. What is going on here? I'm trying to figure this out. Let's look at the daily real quick. Just observing this stock, SMPL, Simply Good Foods Company. In the past, this was a lot higher. Looks like, let's see, $45.77 back in April 20th, 2022 was that ultimate high. It looks like that was the ultimate high for the stock. And it IPO'd back in 2016 around November, or actually no, September 30th. September 15th? September 30th at $10 a share. And then later on, slowly climbing up. That would have been a nice entry point where it IPO'd. Again, this ended up becoming a almost $46 stock back in 2022, 2 years, well actually no, 4 years later. And then ranging from that price down to like 30 bucks, then high again to 43, 30, 40, and then eventually whatever happened at this point around winter of 2024 into 2025, it didn't really look as strong as it seems, and then eventually at around May 2025 is where the stock slowly started to decline and not produce and perform and underperform. And then at some point they had hit bad earnings per share and dropped the stock all the way from 40 all the way down to as low as $10. So back, it's literally back at, it actually bounced back at IPO prices. So it's back to where it was, honestly. So either this was a huge cycle, you know, literally riding this to the top, and then selling off and shorting to the bottom, and now back to where it was since IPO, which the low of this candle shows that the low was at $10.21 back in April 9th of 2026 this year. But they did score on earnings, so I don't know what the situation is now, because this is the first time ever viewing this stock. But at some point here, there was earnings recently, July 9th on last Thursday. They beat everything, but then again it got pummeled back down from $15 all the way back down to $11.86, where it's at right now currently. And usually these trends are not good unless they're faced with a heavy support, and it would have to be somewhere around $11 a share. So if it were to continue to dump the way it is, and mind you, these daily candles are very prominent to the downside and just below the 50. So if this all starts to cross under each other in a bearish way, in my opinion, then I think that this would either try to hold around where it's at or break below to 1160, and then if it continues from there, then it would have to face that heavy support at around $11 a share. And then from there, whether it decides to hold from that point, unless more bear sentiment follows, and then you would have the bottom of $10. But we never know until we see what the situation is afterwards, because even on the 4-hour it looks kind of shaky, like it wants to do that. And mind you, the RSI is at 38. The level for it being oversold is at 30. So if that's the case, then there is a bit more room to go on the RSI on the 4-hour chart for it to come down and retest those levels. Again, $11 being the major support. And then if it breaks below that, then oof, things could be really shaky for that stock. In my opinion, of course, not financial advice. Although, again, they did beat earnings. Maybe it's just finding that bottom to consolidate, and then once again go back up and try to outperform. Expect the unexpected. There was a golden crossover at some point this last Wednesday or the Wednesday prior, so it needs to continue on that path. If not, then all would start to go back down. Fishy, thank you for showing love to the channel and for gifting Mr. Frank Zara 99 for the membership. Congratulations to Frank, and thank you Fishy for always supporting the channel and for being the coolest mofo on earth, and who has the badass aquariums in his house. Fire. We'll see about that. Let's check out something real quick. Check this out. So wait, give me 1 second here. I just need to do a little sign in here. Sorry. I just need to do a little bit of a login here. Sorry. My bad. So, it seems like if there is indeed a lot of insiders buying, then it would make sense for sure. I don't know how recent this is, and I don't know, but BlackRock owns 14.54% of this company, followed by Vanguard Portfolio Management at 6.19%, Vanguard Capital Management at 4.19%, Boston Trust Walden 4.04%, State Street at 3.75%. Those are the top 6. Top 3 being the number 1, BlackRock and Vanguard in this stock, Simply Good Foods Company. And it says here, and this is ownership data as of March 31st, 2026, so I don't know how recent this data is. I don't know if there's another website or something that I can check where it shows the most recent filings that show the amount of institutions that are holding the stock, but it shows that 98.5% of institutions currently own this company, and that is insane. 98.5%. So that's insane. Let's see. Ownership. Yo, 21 months for Eric the OG. Eric G the OG, damn. 21 months of epicness, and thank you, man, thank you. It means a lot from all of my heart, not just the bottom. You showing the love and support, man, it really means a lot. Sticking with me since day one. 21 months. It doesn't even feel like 21 months. It feels a lot longer, honestly. And you guys have held it down, and you know, again, shown so much love, and you know, we've always had a lot of fun, and you know, I appreciate that, and I respect all of you guys for being who you guys are, and for being yourselves, and for, you know, being able to learn with each other and share all this information and create moments. And I'm just hoping and praying that I could be able to take a long break from work and to be able to do this for more time. And I just know that I can be able to do it. We all just have to believe in ourselves to push and to climb even higher than to climb even higher, man, to get to the top. Thank you for gifting Splendid Things 1578. Congratulations to you being gifted a membership by the OG Eric G, and Flippin' Finance too. Congratulations to you for getting the membership too as well. So thank you guys. Fishy, you too as well. Love you guys so much. Zelly, you too as well. That sounds cool too, Flippin' Finance. Let's see. Prospectus, S8. Soliciting. Ended. Chronological order. Statement of beneficial ownership. Name of reporting persons, FMR LLC. Sole voting power of 2,817,584 shares. Aggregate amount beneficially owned by each reporting person, 2,820,637.52. That's a lot of shares. Wow. Dally Clayton here, owning about 1,000. Oh, this must be the one that this must be the one that Michael was talking about. Daley Clayton Jr. owning 10,000 shares at $11.77. The amount of securities beneficially owned following reported transactions. So he has a total of 111,743 shares since May 14th. He's slightly up right now. Interesting. Keep an eye on this. I will create alerts for this too. Let's see. I want to give maybe 1150 an alert, and somewhere around 1250 and in that range. The one that has 80,000 shares at 1239. Let's see. Maybe West David? Oh, okay. Here's West David J. Transaction date taking place May 12th of this year. 261,000 shares. I think that's D. Okay. And then again 87,000. So he added another 87,000 to his transaction. So he made 2 transactions. One for 20. Oh wait, is he? Oh, he's the director. He's the director, and he pretty much now has 1,746,800 shares. But doesn't show the price of how much he got it for. Form 4. Oh, Kilts James? Okay. Okay, now I see it. Alright, Kilts James M. This is it right here. Date of earliest transaction, April 23rd, 2026. Relationship of reporting persons to issuer, director, individual, or joint group filing. Form filed by one reporting person. And yeah, it says here for April 23rd, 2026, transaction date, code P, the amount of 80,000 shares of Class A stock, common stock, at $12.39, bringing up his position to 172,854. Ownership form direct D. Okay. There's something else here, but it's not filled in these other boxes, but it does say 2,715,513 shares. Ownership indirect, and nature of indirect beneficial ownership by limited partnership, and 895,157 shares indirect by LLC trusts. Alright, it's interesting. The price report in column 4 is a weighted average price. The shares were purchased in multiple transactions at prices ranging from $12.24 to $12.50 inclusive. The reporting person undertakes to provide to the issuer, any stockholder of the issuer, or the stuff of the Securities and Exchange Commission upon request full information regarding the number of shares purchased at each separate price within the range set forth in this footnote. Cool. Very interesting information there. Thank you for sharing, Michael. Yeah, now that we're on this website, I'm gonna look at let's see GameStop here. What we have going on here? I've never seen this on the other on the other stock. We have overall risks. So higher the dilution risk, higher the probability that share count will increase in the near future due to dilution. All things being equal, a high rating indicates short bias, while a low rating indicates long bias. Right now, the overall risks, it's in the medium, so it's in between. Offering ability is high, so a high rating indicates the company has the ability to conduct a discounted offering through a shelf offering or a S1 offering, usually resulting in a sudden and large price drop. A low rating reflects the absence of an active shelf pending S1 offering, or that the company has limited remaining capacity on the shelf to conduct offerings. That offering ability rating is high at the moment. Overhead supply is medium. Historical is medium. Cash need is low, so they don't need any cash. So that means positive operating CF or more than 2 years of cash runway. Plus, we're talking about a market cap of almost $10 billion with a cash at hand of $9.87 billion. So imagine that. They're literally like he almost has $10 billion cash in hand. The cash position, I can't even say position. Oh no, as a matter of fact, hold on. Oh, so apparently the current cash estimate amount is 876,923, so that's 8.7 billion, maybe. Yeah, something like that. You still have these remaining warrants outstanding. The October 2025 warrants. The number of warrants that can exercise into shares as of last update date, 59,153,963. The exercise price at $32, which is the price that the warrant holder must pay to receive a share per warrant. The higher the current stock price relative to the exercise price, the more likely it will be exercised, resulting in dilution. The expiration date, by the way, that's going to be on October 30th of this year. That last update was October 7th, 2025. What if Trump's huge announcement has to do with crypto? I found that call on the unusual option. Well, let's see right now what Bitcoin is doing currently. It looks like everything is in the red right now as we speak. It's currently in the red, down 0.12%, $64,601 per Bitcoin. It looks like it had also created a top, as you can see here, so it was overbought on the RSI, or should I say the steroid RSI. So you don't know if it's actually going to continue to consolidate from here, but the candle does look like it looks like it's just started to come down a little bit. It topped over here at 65,559, and it actually dropped to as low as 64,345. There is an event coming up tomorrow on the economic calendar. Tomorrow is retail sales month over month, followed by the Michigan Consumer Sentiment, building permits, housing starts, That's gonna be on Friday. On Friday. So I just say for now, we'll see if well, if it continues to consolidate, that's something else. And if it breaks up and reclaims 65,400 and breaks over that resistance, then they might just send it, the whole crypto market. But if it actually fails to consolidate and actually starts to fall right below, back down 64,440, even below that, then you will probably start seeing more red in the crypto market. So that's why, when in doubt, always look at the markets and what it's doing. Bitcoin is just that one good example, because if you see that Bitcoin is struggling to stay up and not break out, then it might just be a chance that it could come back down. Let's check out Coinbase real quick again. I just want to see coin. And you can see here, wait, what's going on here? I can't even see. The only thing about this, can't even, oh, there he goes. Okay. So when you take a look at both Bitcoin and Coinbase's chart, it's obviously a lot similar. See it there? Alright. So just keep an eye on that. Oh yeah. What I do actually find surprising is that the warrants had come down too. Closed off at $2 a share. $2 per warrant. So I don't know what's going on, why that's the case. You can see that once upon a time, maybe a few weeks ago, the warrants were as high as $3 per warrant since July 2nd, and then all of a sudden you just see a sell-off happening, just coming down all the way back down, even as far as 190. I don't know if anybody is still allowed to buy warrants except for Webull, since we had to figure that out back in June 1st, I think. But I don't know about other platforms, if they're still allowing people to buy warrants there. But yeah, so we'll just keep an eye out on that. This market is due for some swings for sure. Again, bearish case scenario for Bitcoin, if it breaks below 64,400 and continues to fall below and loses the 64,000 level, then you know that the markets are indeed going to come down with it. Coinbase will go down with it. If it so happens to hold and consolidate above that and break back over 65,000 in a short amount of time, then you will see a push with Coinbase and the Bitcoin miner stocks too. Some of them, probably not all, but yeah. What about XRP? What is XRP doing? XRP, let's see, XRP. No, it just shows that it's still following Bitcoin. it's still following Bitcoin in my opinion. It's nothing it's nothing separate or nothing out of the ordinary. It's just following with the markets. Same thing goes with the other coins. You have XLM, XDC. XDC is actually slightly in the green, and actually they did a crossover there. It's a little crossover happening. So I don't know what's up with XDC. Quant, some huge spikes to the downside. That's actually interesting to see. There's a pullback going on with Quant. H bar back at 6 cents, looking like the same. Yeah, it's all following the same trend, honestly. It's all pulling back. Oil we haven't seen in a while. That it actually looks the same too. That's funny. It actually looks the same as the market, as Bitcoin. Wait, let me look at Bitcoin again on the 1 hour. This is all in the 1 hour. Yeah, that's funny. It looks quite similar. And like if it's all topping out to wanting to pull back again. Oil at 79.45. Oil was in the 60s at some point, and then yeah, like somewhere at $67 a barrel, and then started to recover again and push back up, ending up at 81.28. Precious metals, we see here, see silver here, still struggling to stay up and dropping, ever since the all-time high of 121, and at some point crashing all the way back down to the 50s, like 55. It has gotten as low as 55.62 back in June 24th of this year. So we see a little bit of a bottoming here, but if this turns into a bear flag for silver, that is a scary thought, that it can actually come down a lot more. Or if you want to look at it as another opportunity to get some silver at a cheaper price, that's all up to you and your decision. Not financial advice. The heck, you know? I wouldn't mind getting some at a cheaper price. There is a death cross that I am witnessing right now, and everything else underneath the 200 EMA, so usually that is known for more bearish activity, more downside activity. So there is a chance of more downside for precious metals. Gold also struggling, consolidating more momentarily here. It's been ranging here around 4,000. Trying to figure out if this is the next bottom for gold at 4,000, or if it's in fact going to do the same thing and fall right through for a bear flag below 4,000 and losing the 4,000 level. Currently the dollar index here over the 100 level, which means that the dollar is at the moment strong. But for how long? How long will that last? You know what I'm saying? My pick. 2 hours ago, let's read some news. by Reuters. Let's check this out. 2 hours ago, Asian shares slump on chip maker drag, bonds cheer cooler inflation. So the Japan's stock market down 3%. South Korea plunges over 6%. All eyes on Taiwan semiconductor earnings, but bar to please is high. Bonds benefits from cooler PPI data and little risk of July Fed hike. It's interesting how we all thought that Jerome Powell would somehow, out of nowhere, increase the rates, but not anymore, as the new Fed chair, Kevin Warsh, could be the one that could possibly hike the rates. Let's read on here more. Enjoy that iced coffee. How do you like your iced coffee, Eric? Milk and sugar? What kind of sugar do you use? Brown sugar, regular sugar, stevia, monk fruit? Don't ask the ingredients? Ooh, I would like to know. Probably post it on the food section on Discord, low key. Cafe con leche. Oh yeah. Just the way she likes it. Oh yeah. Asian shares fell on Thursday as chip makers stumbled ahead of results from bellwether TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor, while bonds benefited from another benign reading on U.S. inflation that lessened the risk of an imminent rate hike. Oil prices, however, kept climbing as hostilities heated up in the Middle East. Washington continued striking Iran after reimposing a naval blockade of its ports, while Tehran warned of an existential war with America. Brent crude futures rose 0.6% to $85.45 a barrel, adding to this week's gain of 12%. Says that all eyes are on the quarterly earnings from Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, the world's largest manufacturer of advanced AI chips. The company is expected to notch a fifth consecutive quarter of record earnings, with a 59% surge in net profit for April to June. However, investors are proving hard to please as shares of ASML, which is ASML holding NV, the world's dominant supplier of equipment needed to make high-tech computer chips, finished 0.4% lower even after it raised its 2026 sales forecasts and pledged a capacity boost. Seeing aggressive pullback in memory hardware, Brian Heavy, that's Brian Heavy. That's a funny last name. An equity trader at JP Morgan said in a note, "Don't think there's a smoking gun negative headline driving semis hardware sell-off. I think just shows how high the bar is for semiconductors earnings." The selling spilled over to Asia. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan slid 1.7% as South Korea's Kospi slumped 6.3% on weakness from Samsung, down 8%, and SK Hynix down 11%. Japan's stock market dropped 3%. Taiwanese shares, Taiwan Exchange fell 0.5%, while China's Hang Seng Index gained 1.2%. Somehow China's markets is in the green, gaining. South Korea's central bank raised interest rates for the first time in 3.5 years to 2.75% on Thursday to stabilize a slumping won and counter persistent inflationary pressure. The decision was largely as expected. Wall Street gained overnight as investors rotated out of semiconductors into Magnificent Seven stocks and banks after robust earnings from major lenders, but Asia is more vulnerable to the chip sell-off given its heavier exposure to semiconductor stocks. Bonds cheer cool inflation. Surprisingly soft U.S. PPI data for June added to the benign consumer inflation figures a day earlier, as markets now priced out the risk of an imminent rate hike from the U.S. Federal Reserve this month to just 10%, from 43% earlier in the month. However, the pullback in inflation is likely only temporary, with oil prices climbing on the renewed Middle East hostilities. The Wall Street Journal reported President Donald Trump is leaning towards expanding U.S. military operations in Iran, including sending ground forces. Wow. Bond investors, however, focused on cooler inflation data. 2-year Treasury yields edged up 2 basis points to 4.1493% after falling 14 basis points over the past 2 days. The 10-year yields were steady at 4.5593%, having been down 7 basis points over the past 2 days. That pulled the dollar down, except for against a beleaguered yen. The dollar index was steady at 100.48 after falling 0.4% overnight to the lowest since June 18th. The yen hovered at 162.08, not far from the 40-year low of 162.84, as speculators remain wary of Japanese intervention. This is a lot. Crazy. The Hang Seng Index is up almost 2% right now. It's actually climbing higher. Believe it or not. Look at that. Actually gapped up. It actually gapped up. So it looks bullish somehow. The SPY futures, it could just trickle down to the US markets if it continues to do so. To the moon. To the moon. Was that the Russell? SPY. Let's look at the SPY. What was the SPY doing, huh? Lots of ups and downs, twists and turns. A little bit of a thriller intensity. What is this? Suspense. Literally falling off a cliff from 755 all the way to as low as 750.22, then back up again to 755. Goodness gracious. That's at 755.47. Actually, let me look at something real quick. Let me look at this real quick. This is the bars pattern that I made the other day. Oh my gosh, no. Oh, thank you. Is it me, or did it actually just track this? But I was just joking. Why are you doing this? Don't track this. No, just crash. Yeah, no, look at this. I'm not saying that I'm psychic or anything, or have a crystal ball, but like, let me go ahead and reveal. It's not slightly it's not as accurate, but yeah, it does look a bit similar in a way. Oh, so Zelly got in. Nice. It's great stuff. Let's go. Let's see. This is supposedly something that I made up, and I copied from this one bars pattern here, which had happened around May, the end of May into June. So I did the same thing here. Doesn't have to be exactly the same, but somewhat, I don't know, like similar. I mean, look at this. We literally have, mind you, we have some sort of a bullish hammer candle. Yes, this is pretty much a bullish hammer candle here. So that usually is supposed to indicate more upside, in my opinion. Let's see, remember I said it would make its way to 760? Well, that's over here. That's 760 is actually the top over here. We still have a long way to go. Unless the economic, unless whatever happens tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, which includes the jobless claims, the 4-week average, and everything else that's going on, retail sales and such. If that produces some good numbers, then we probably would see a big pop potentially when 8:30 strikes tomorrow morning, or actually today, in less than 8 hours and a half. So just be attentive and just keep track, and just wait for 8:30 to come and see what happens. But yeah, low-key, that candle is bullish. It was a bullish hammer candle, and it's actually looking a little bit more fuller. The futures has to also agree with that and continue to go to the upside as such. And again, 755.53 currently. Let me just get back over here. Yeah, so right now it's at 755.58. It does look like it wants to break out. If it continues to push up, if futures do start heading into the green, then yeah, you might have that. You might have those calls print pretty heavy. You got the NASDAQ here on the 5-minute chart also trying to break over the 200. Nice little break over there. Is that the Russell? The US 100. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. 757. 759. Let's see. Another circuit breaker has been triggered in South Korea. This is an hour ago. 450 trillion won has been wiped out as the Kospi crashes 7.68%. The Korean stock market has now erased 2.4 trillion won from its all-time high. South Korea is definitely feeling the heat. See what else. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Vanguard, and the New York Stock Exchange to participate in trial tokenizing US stocks and treasuries. Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Crazy. Yeah, 15 hours ago, breaking, DTCC, which oversees over $114 trillion in assets, will begin tokenizing stocks and U.S. treasuries with nearly 40 major firms on Wednesday. That was today. The assets include Microsoft, Circle, QQQ, and SPY ETFs, and short-term treasury ETFs. JP Morgan, BlackRock, and Goldman Sachs are among those joining the trial, per Wall Street Journal. Gosh. Yeah, Ondo Finance. Look at that. Chainlink, even Chainlink, 10 hours ago, congratulated the DTCC on processing its first ever production trades on tokenized US securities, powered by Chainlink alongside 30 plus major institutions. Chainlink also involved. Look at that. DTCC successfully processed production trades using DTC custody tokenized assets in a live tokenized environment, marking a major milestone for digital markets ahead of the DTCC tokenization service launched later this year. Wild. This is wild stuff. Oh, come on. No way. Stop that. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna kick a wall. Oh. Where, actually, as a matter of fact, where is Chainlink right now? Link. I know it's Link. There's Link. Link is at $8.53 currently. 4 hours. Link looks, wow. Damn. Oh shoot. Brother, what is this? Link is at the bottom. This looks like a bottom for Link, in my opinion. Look at this. On the daily chart. Look at where Link is at right now. Historically, since 2022. It's at 2022 lows. Here, I'm gonna make a rectangle right here. Right. I wanna say around here. So the lowest it's ever been here since 2022 is at $5 per Link. If you bring it back all the way to July 2020, that's where it hit around $5 before it went surging up along with the bull market. So Link could be definitely a good one there to enter. Ondo, see where Ondo's at right now. Ondo is only 36 cents. 36 cents. Gonna kick another wall. Look at that. Just stay with me tonight. Look at how high Ondo was. Ondo was at $2.13, $2.15, all-time high. You see the bottom of where Ondo was here back in January 2024, where Ondo was introduced and started trading officially. And you can see that even Ondo is trading back at those levels of where it was listed. It was listed here. It was at 21 cents back then during the release, and it actually did come back down to those levels. This was back in February of this year, and the low was at 20 cents. So 20 cents, and then it had gone up to almost 50 cents right around May of this year, then pulled back momentarily, temporarily, whatever you want to say, I don't know. And now we're at a point where it's solidifying to be the bottom again. Not financial advice, but this could be another great opportunity for another redemption at an investment into Ondo Finance, Ondo coin, token, whatever you want to call it, and perhaps to ride yet again another cycle to the upside, and break back over $1, $2, maybe more. In my opinion, of course. Not financial advice. Even the weekly chart too. You gotta see some of that action right there, man. The weekly chart. Got yourself a little bounce right there, a little breakout. Oh yeah. Okay. Alright. Alright. We have a nice little bounce there on chain link on the weekly too. Look at that. It looks like it could very well be flipping to the green. Because look at the ribbon. The ribbon is getting tighter, and here you can see how it's actually trying to flip back over. And if that's the case, then I want to say, yeah, I want to say that it actually has potential to come back up and break over $9 per link token. You gotta keep an eye on that for sure. 959, 9 something. Yo, my guy. Flare token. Check the flare token on the weekly chart too. It's a little scary. But imagine if this also bottoms out where it's at right now and starts climbing back over 2 fractions at 7. I want to see this turn around too, man. Shit. So it's 12:17 in the morning right now. So we're gonna have to end the stream shortly. So we already have a good idea of what could happen, right? So with those few tokens. Oh, and by the way, dude, whatever happened to Lucid is unbelievable. Outrageous. That whole thing with the bankruptcy and being fake news. Oh my gosh, how I wish we had calls. That would have been insane. That big drop from 576 all the way down to as low as 237, to then halt back up to 322, and then ride back up to 466, and eventually coming back to where it was, even higher than what it was before. That is an insane recovery, knowing the fact that they had officially reported that it was a fake news, that they were calling for bankruptcy, when in fact they're not finished. Like, they're not done. Like, they're still So much left to show and produce. We can sue the ones that actually reported the fake news. Call your lawyer and make sure you get a huge settlement off of them, and then from there you can get more lucid, not financial advice. But yeah, let's all end it on that note, and let's go ahead and call it a night. And would like to wish you all the best for tomorrow or today, depending on where you are. And happy trades. Always remember to manage your risks, set your limits, and make those gains. Stop losses actually count too, so you use your stop losses. Always reference the market, right? Don't get shut out. If something's happening, always look back at the markets. Look back at Bitcoin and see what it's doing. And I know we haven't really gotten to talk about a lot of other stocks, but eventually, you know, one day at a time we'll get there, and then we'll get to discuss other stocks and other things in this channel. And hopefully, and God willing, I could be able to get my stuff situated here and get myself that nice PC. Watch RDW Moon soon. I'll have to kick more balls. RDW? Redwire Corporation. Oh, I remember you talked about this one. It's somewhat holding a bottom there. It's kind of holding a bottom there, yeah. Yeah, we might want to put that one down there on the watch list. Yeah, I'm just putting it on the watch list right now. But yeah, you can buy some early this morning. Yeah, you got the extended hours. Extended hours for sure. Redwire? Okay. Redwire Corporation. They are a big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some research later on. It does say that they actually did a $21.5 million follow-on Air Force purchase order for robotic autonomous systems, adding a second advanced Stalker Block 30 order and building on about $20 million in prior first quarter orders. I'm gonna give my DD, and then I'm gonna look it up, and then I will post on Discord. Not financial advice. Ooh. So do expect that soon. But for now, let's say goodnight to each other, and hopefully everyone sleeps well. And sweet dreams. And again, happy trades tomorrow, and that everyone is safe and sound, and everyone has a great day at work, and we'll eventually talk again soon on here in the Lions Den. The Lions Den with yours truly, Lion of all trades. Giant hugs. I almost stuttered, but then I recovered really fast and just started making a beat. Yo, do you like, yo, this song is crazy. This is AI, by the way. AI made this song. But yeah, much love to everybody. Love you guys. Once again, thank you, Eric and Fishy, for the gifted. Thank you, Eric, for the 21 months here in the Lion's Den. Much appreciated. Much respect. Much love. And see you in the next baby makers. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, say word. Baby makers. Yeah, I need sleep because, like, low-key at work, I was falling asleep. I was falling asleep like half of the day, and I even like zonked out on the chair, and I slipped off the armrest with my elbow, and I startled the lady that works in the bank next to me, and she was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And so I definitely need my sleep for sure. I have been losing quality of sleep for a long time, and I really need to gain that back, or else it's gonna kick my ass later on when I get older. So I really have to be mindful of what I do and my sleep and just everything in general. So, and that goes for everybody else. We all need to just think about our sleep, man. Alright, so sleep well, everyone. And hope to speak to you guys later on the Discord. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon. This is LionOfAllTradez signing out. Peace. Or you're gonna be wired with that iced coffee. Jeez. Good luck with that, bro. And make some jams, man. Make some good music. I'm gonna start releasing some mixes on your channel too, for to listen to. Post some stuff on the Discord too, if you can. Alright, y'all. Peace out. Be safe. Take care.